I did today want to talk about Cardi B versus Jessie Woo. A lot of people have asked me to talk about this, so I can. And then number two, I wanted to talk about I don't know if anybody knows of two influencers, one named Easy. I don't follow her content or anything like that, but I saw somebody make a video about her and this person named Samira. I have heard of Samira, who's like I don't know what you would call like plus size activist, something like that. Um, and that the easy person put on a fat suit imitating Samira. So I wanted to talk about those two things. But we'll see if I can get like 50 people in here or whatever to talk about this. If not, y'all, I'm gonna come back later after I edit all my videos, which means I probably won't be back today, but probably tomorrow. So let's see if I can, you know. So we'll see. Yeah, she did. It was real crazy too. Let's see. No, 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 no. Oh, Cardi B and Jessie Woo, just like that little disagreement that they was having because Jessie Woo said that she had a revenge baby or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, and no, Wembley, I did look up that stuff about Janine, just a girl. I saw it. I went to the link that you sent me. I did make a video about it, but I'm in the process of editing it right now, so it'll be up soon. Cause that her channel that she got on YouTube is disgusting. Like she should be ashamed of herself. Like for real. And she should be ashamed of herself, especially because of the way she talk about black women, the way she talk about being a wife. Like you would just never believe that her husband looked the way he looked. Like you would never believe that. You would never believe that. That's what I think is so crazy. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like how you could I just don't understand how you could say the things that you say about black women and have your husband look like that. Like her husband is so freaking disgusting. Looking like it's just crazy. Like it's just like why what I just doesn't it just literally it doesn't make any sense at all. Like I it literally makes no sense. Not a lick of sense. So yeah, I just can't even believe it. She does it for engagement because she has said on one of her videos a long time ago, like on TikTok, that she said she likes Candace Owens, that she would like to be like Candace Owens. So that let me know right there, like she doesn't have any type of moral compass. Like she wants to be somebody that makes content, grifting content, essentially. Hey, how you doing, Chilotem? Yeah, somebody that makes she wants to make grifting content. That's just really it. Yep. She wants to make grifting content, which is actually, when you think about it, it's disgusting. Like you want to make content strictly to, you know, talk about women that look like you, that's even more crazy. Because why would you want to make content? Why would you want to make content that dogs out women that look, and you got a daughter? And not to mention, she says that she has some type of nonprofit organization to build up the self-esteem of young black girls. How in the world are you gonna build up the self-esteem of young black girls when all your content is talking about how ugly, masculine, mean, fat black women are, and black women have stinky vaginas? You know, she has a video about black women having stinky vaginas. Like, so if black women have stinky vaginas, do you have one? Do you stink? Like, why would you say that? Like, and is it only black women that stink? Like, just black women? Black women are the only people that stink? These people out here that don't use wash rags, they don't stink. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, Jennifer, no, Cardi B didn't say that. This is a pick me said this, that is pretty popular on TikTok and YouTube. But yeah, like I said, I just think it's just so crazy. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, I really feel like, to be a black woman and to say things like that, like, there's something wrong with you, man. And I don't know what it is, but it's something. Like, and then my thing is with her, every single solitary video is negative. Every video is negative. You don't have one video of saying something positive about a black woman. All you do is sit there with your raccoon eyes and sit there and judge other women and talk about them. When somebody could totally come and talk about you and your ugly husband. But it's just so crazy. Like I said, it's something wrong with her. And she really grinds my gears. Like, she really do. Like, she really do. Like, it's crazy. Like, Tiana Taylor won the Golden Globe for supporting actress. And she had that dress on. The Now, that the lady Janine, just the girl that I'm talking about, she got a reel on her page calling her dress tasteless and horrible because she had that like little jewel on the back of it, talking about how tasteless it is. And it's just like, she's such a weirdo. Like, she's such a weirdo. Like, instead of, like, you say you're trying to not be mean to black women, you couldn't congratulate the black woman and say, hey, it's so great that Tiana Taylor won a Golden Globe. That's so amazing. That's so awesome. All you have to do is just sit there and try to figure out something negative that you can say. Like, she's a sick person. Like, she's a sick person. And like I said, for her husband to look how he look, she's in the glass house. She's in the glass house throwing rocks. Throwing rocks. Throwing rocks. And then my thing is that she talks about like weaves and wigs all the time. Weaves and wigs, 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 24/7, and about how bad they are. And how black men want natural women that don't wear any wigs or weaves. But she wear makeup though. She got a whole nother page that's a beauty page with her putting makeup on. And it's so weird. The reason why she doesn't ever talk about makeup is because she like to wear that. So just like you like to wear makeup and not be judged, why can't you let women wear their hair how they want to wear their hair without judging them? She's such a freaking hypocrite, bro. She's talking about men like a natural. Well, when men talk about the type of men that she's talking about, when they talk about wigs and weaves, they're talking about makeup too. They're talking about makeup too. They're talking about lipstick too. They're talking about all of that stuff. Like, she's just such a weirdo. Like, I really legitimately don't. She's one of the top 5 most miserable, ridiculous pick me's that I've seen that like really make me mad. Like, I really don't even, I said this before, like, I don't even look at her like a black woman. Like, I would drag her just like I drag black men because I literally can't see you as a black woman. Like, you're like a cosplayer of a black woman, even though you're a black woman. Like I just anyway. I'm not even talking about the topic, y'all. Yes, Tiana Taylor looked very pretty. She looked very beautiful. And the fact that a black woman, not even 12 hours after the event, is making videos to talk about her, that's crazy. Like, you're a nut. You're a nut. Anywho, yeah. But anyway, so did you guys see this person Easy put on the fat suit? Imitating this girl named Samira, who's like a plus size activist or whatever. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see her put on this fat suit? Um, okay, yeah, I thought okay, so the Easy is this she's LGBTQ. She has a girlfriend or whatever. I forgot her girlfriend name because I don't watch their content like that. I don't. I seen a couple of things, but I don't watch their content. I don't follow none of them. But she went at this girl named Samira who um does a lot of plus size content. Now I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I never been a fan of Easy, but I'm not a fan of Samira either. I think she be dragging it and just be doing way too much. I know I had seen some video of her talking about what the what is it? You know when y'all go out and you about to park the little machines that you put the money in? I don't know why my mind is going blank on what's that's called. You know, like the machines that you put in the coins in for you to park. What are those, man? Parking meters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When she was talking about how the parking meters had like diet of the some on it, like, and she was like going crazy about that. I was like, that lady's crazy. Like you're projecting on everybody else. So I'm not necessarily a fan of Samira. I do find her to be off-putting. I have blocked her. But regardless on whether I agree with what Samira has to say or not, you don't go and put a fat suit on somebody and imitate them like that. Why would you do that? That's weird to me that you take your time to go put on a fat suit to imitate somebody and to drag them like that. That's done nothing to you. Like, and it's like, what did she do to you? If you don't like her content, cool. Don't like her content, but why humiliate her? I can't see nobody doing anything like that unless, did she talk about your mama? Did she try to fight you? Like, what beef do you have with her? Has she done something to you personally? Cause why would you put on a fat suit? Like, I don't understand that. I think that's weird. Like, the only way I can see you trying to drag somebody like that is if they tried to drag you. And from what my research, Samira hasn't done anything to her. So if she hasn't done nothing to you, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. I think that's very trifling. But y'all let me know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just can't see myself going that far with something, especially about somebody's weight, when you know that that's clearly something that's sensitive to her. It's clearly her weight is a sensitive topic. That's why she has the whole content that she makes. So why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was wrong. I think it definitely was wrong. Lena, yes, I think she is engaged. Tony says Samira does what she does because of people like Easy. Yeah, I mean, I can't say nothing about that because I mean she proved her point by what she did. But like I said before, I think everybody can get dragged. Everybody can come at people, because that's what human beings do when they get mad at people. But I don't think that she did anything to her. Not saying it's right to do that, but you know what I'm saying? What was the reason? Do any of y'all know? I don't understand why you would go that hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did somebody pass? Did she talk about somebody that passed that you knew? Or like, why would you do that? Chilotem, you said looking for attention. I feel like if you put on a fat suit to imitate somebody else because you're looking for attention, you're a bad person. I feel like, because no, I would never publicly humiliate someone like that. I mean, okay, so let me be real with y'all. That for me to do something like that, you would have had to do something. I'm talking about so egregiously terrible to me. Like, I don't know, dox me, or I don't know. It would have to be something really, 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 really bad for me to ever even think. Even though I still wouldn't even do that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put a fat suit on and go like that. I wouldn't do that. I ain't even gonna cap. I wouldn't do that. But I mean, I could see myself talking about somebody or whatever, but it would have to be something crazy. But like, it's like, I haven't seen anyone say she's done anything. So it's just like, what did she do? Like, but I think a lot of times also people do a lot of things because it's social media, and people do a lot of things that they do because it's online and they're not going to see the person, because you feel like nobody going to punch you in your mouth. So you feel free to do things like that online because you feel like you're not going to come in contact with that person personally. Um, you know, um, let's see here. S. Whitney, you said Cardi B was talking about Tasha K and told her to grow some hair. That was anti-black in my opinion. Cardi B only goes at black women. She don't go at nobody else but black women. Black women aren't the only people that talk about her. Black women aren't the only people that have that talk about pop culture, that talk about her. She only talks about black women because she views herself as superior. That's really the issue. Cardi B views herself as superior to black women. And so many goofy black women that defend and protect Cardi B are idiots. Like, you don't know that first of all, she's not a black woman. Cardi B's not a black woman. Cardi B is anti-black. Cardi B feels like she's better than black women. So why are you as a black woman defending her? No, she would have never said that to a white T or a white T Latina. She would have never. She don't talk crazy to nobody but black women. If y'all notice, everybody that you hear her yelling and screaming at and calling names and calling ugly, they're always black women. Where the white women at that she called ugly that talk about her? Because it's funny. Where are the white T Latinas that definitely talk about her? Why she not talking about them and calling them ugly? Yep, she don't ever do that. But black, for some reason, like, Cardi B has a very large support system from black women. And to be honest with y'all, like, I really judge black women that like her. If you're a black woman and you tell me, oh, you like Cardi B, I definitely judge you. Because it's like, what's wrong with you? Why would you like a woman that first of all looks down on you, isn't black? Why would you? Like, I really, it's the same way like the black women that were, when Erica Mena called Spice a monkey, those black women that were like, oh, well, if she talks about my kid, and she talks about my kid, that I call her a monkey too. There's nothing wrong with what she said. Those black women right there, I don't respect them either. I automatically know you're a dummy. I already know that you're a self-hating dummy. Because how is you telling a woman that her kids don't like her equal to you calling her a monkey when you have biracial children? When the only way you get money, the only way you're able to feed yourself and feed your children is by being in black spaces. But you're over here calling black women monkeys. Okay. Romel says some black women are rude and mean to other black women and girls. Some white women are rude and mean to other white women and white girls. Some Asian women are mean and rude to other Asian women and Asian girls. I really hate it when y'all say that like black women are the only people that do that. People do that. White men are mean to other white men. Look at what's going on right now in the world. Black men are mean and rude to other black men. This isn't a black thing. And I hate it when black women say that. It's like, what do you mean? And just like Miss Get'em Girl said, if black women are mean to black women and black girls, are who's nice to black women? Are white women nice to you? Are white girls nicer to you? Do white women treat you better? No? Oh, okay. So then what are you saying? That's so freaking stupid. Like I said, that's another thing I judge. I judge when black women say stupid things like that. Like, okay, well then cool, ride solo dolo. But if you ride solo dolo, then why are you in here talking to black women at all? Ride solo dolo out of my life. Yeah, since black women are so mean and rude and nasty, why are you in here having conversations in community with other black women? Since black women are so mean. Shouldn't you be like not in this live and doing your own thing? Like, yeah, that's weird. Like I said, that all of those things are buck broken thought processes. Because everybody can be mean. There are mean people and there are nice people. There are good people and there are bad people in all races. All races. So it's just like, what? What are we talking about? But I feel like she probably just said that to try to like defend Cardi B. And once again, if you're a black woman and you're defending Cardi B, like you're sick. You're sick. You're sick in the head. Honestly. If you are defending Cardi B as a black woman, you are sick in the head, mentally unwell. For real. Like you're not well mentally. Thanks so much, Define Feminine. Yeah, like I said, let's see here. No, Emily says Cardi B only gets grace because of her light skin privilege. You know what? To me, no, Emily, I feel like Cardi B get privileges because the world knows that she not black for real. Because honestly, if Cardi B was really black and really perceived to be black, all of the things that black women excuse her for, they would never do it. They would never excuse a black woman for, yeah, she's not light skinned. She's non-black. That's why she's like, light skin only applies to black people, monoracial black people. But yeah, so I get what you're saying, Sonny. But Cardi B, if she was really black, there's no way y'all would allow a black woman to do what she's done. You will allow a black woman to be successful and be just had a baby by a man accused of strangling a woman. Y'all wouldn't allow a fully black monoracial woman to be with a man that had 4 babies in 1 year by 4 different women. Y'all wouldn't allow a fully black, unambiguously black woman to be pregnant with one man baby while married to another man. No, you would. So that should let you know right there that Cardi B is not perceived to be black. And once again, like I said, Cardi B never identified as black. Never thought she was a black. She is a Dominican, a whitey Dominican. The reason why she started trying to say that she was black is because she got tired of woke, quote unquote, woke black people like myself saying, stop using the N-word. Don't use the N-word. You're not no black person. Don't use the N-word. She's not Afro-Caribbean. She's not. She is a white Dominican. And I really wish I would stop calling her Afro-Caribbean. She's not. Do you see her daddy? That looks like an Afro man? You see her mama that looks like an Afro woman? No. So why are y'all calling her Afro man? You see her mama that looks like an Afro woman? No. So why are y'all calling her Afro anything? That's ridiculous. What be wrong with y'all? What be wrong with y'all? Like, she's not a Afro-Caribbean. No, it's not like you saying you can't say the N-word. But if you're not Black American, ask yourself why you want to anyway. It's not a word that was meant for you. Like, Y'all weird. Y'all want to do everything Black American people do, but then want to turn around and act like, oh, well, I'm not Black American though. You want to make the separation, but then you still want to do everything we do. Like, weird. But she's not Afro-Caribbean. Cardi B is not Afro-Caribbean. She is not Afro-Caribbean. She is not. Okay? Y'all got to get a grip. Like, ugh. Anywho, like I said, you know what? I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong with him, S. Whitney. It's so many Black women that are buck broken themselves and lost. It's crazy. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And there are many different. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And there are many different racial classifications of Dominicans. There are white Dominicans. There are mestizo Dominicans. There are Black Dominicans. Cardi B is not a Black Dominican. So what are we talking about? Yes, if you want to talk about a Afro-Latina, Amara La Negra. Okay? All right. Don't play with me. This woman said on film that she's not Black. And for some reason, y'all still want to call this lady Black because she said after the fact that she's Black so she can keep using the N-word. Like, Zoe Saldana does not want to be identified as Black. She has said plenty of times she is not a Black woman. I'm not a person that wants to put a racial classification on you. You say you're not Black, you ain't Black. And I bet not see you using the N-word. Yes, Juju is an Afro-Latina. Yes, Juju. So y'all got to stop playing with me. For real. Like, it's definitely a reach. Aida, it is. It is. It is. It's a definite reach. The reason why you don't know is because, first of all, you're talking about something that you don't have no business doing. Cardi B doesn't even emulate Dominican culture. She emulates Black American culture. And you ain't even a Black American. So how you gonna tell me who we should be claiming? I don't even claim you. So really, what are we talking about? We got all of these tethers that want to come in here and tell Black American people who we should be looking at as Black American. No, I refuse to. No, 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 no. You not a Black American. Ziana, whatever your name is, you just said your daddy was Dominican. So how could you be a Black American? A foundational Black American? You can't be. You're not. So you shouldn't even be talking. You shouldn't even be talking. Because she not even emulating your culture. Like, she not even emulating Dominican culture. Like, Lord have mercy. Anyway, like I said, this is just ridiculous. It's so irritating to have conversations with Black people about Cardi B. It really is so irritating because it's just like, it's so irritating because it just lets you know how just because your mother is Black doesn't mean you're Black American. You just said your dad was Dominican, which means you're not Black American. What are we talking about? It's very annoying. It's like so annoying to talk to Black women about it because they want this Cardi B lady to be Black so bad, even though she's literally called Black women roaches and burnt and nappy headed. But y'all still, it's a sickness. Like, y'all are sick in the head, sick in the head. Like, it's sad. Okay, so once again, you're not foundational Black American, Ziana. You're not. Okay. Um, Yeah. So, like I said before, y'all, can y'all see this? Hold on. Can y'all, let me see. Let me see if I can get y'all her old face. Y'all see that face? Does that look like a black woman? It don't. It don't. I'm gonna show y'all another picture. Hold on, let's see. Where's another picture? Because I gotta go back, throwbacks, her old pictures. Okay, hold on. Does that look like a black woman to you? No. Let me see if I can get another one so that y'all can see. I'm trying to show y'all her old face, her old faces, not her new faces, her old face. Let me see. Right here, I think this picture. Does that look like a black woman to you? Or does that look like a Spaniard to you? A Spaniard, a European Spaniard. That's what that looks like. A European Spaniard, baby. That ain't no black woman. You see that nose? That's a Spaniard nose. That's a European Spaniard nose. What are we talking about? Yes, whites. White. Yes, that's what I said. That's why I said European. That's why I said European. That is a European Spaniard person. What are we talking about? That's not a black woman. Y'all want to look at her new face and not her face that she was born with. And then it's crazy because to look like this, to have your original face look like this, and you be calling somebody ugly is crazy. For your face to look like this originally and you to call somebody ugly is nuts. What? You look like this and you were out here calling people ugly? What? That's so crazy. Like, I don't think that y'all understand how crazy that is. That's nuts. You look like that previously and you have the nerve to open your mouth and call somebody ugly? Like, I can't even wrap my mind around it. I can't even believe that she even did it. Like, that's so crazy. So crazy. But black women just accept it. That's what's crazy to me. Black women just accept it. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is what she looked like with no makeup on before she got her nose fixed. Do you see that? And she was calling somebody ugly? Like, what? Okay. Let me block pink peppercorn. Bye. See you. Mm-hmm. All right. That's nuts. So and like I said, this wasn't even to like the person said I was trying to talk about her. This wasn't even to talk about her. This was just to simply say that she's not a black woman. That's it. Cardi B is not, race isn't just phenotypical. Okay? Race is not just what you look like. So stop it. Okay? And you can tell that there's something wrong with you. I'm gonna block you though. I can't. Goodbye. All right. As I was saying, I don't understand why it's so difficult to get black women to accept that Cardi B is not black. I don't know why black women want to defend her so bad. I don't understand it. Somebody said, what's the qualifications of being black? Having a black mama, having a black daddy, fully black mama, fully black daddy. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. User 8775 says you don't want to hear the truth, but you want to talk about it. It's a two-way conversation. Come up. I sent your request, user 8775. Since it's a two conversation, tell me what you want me to hear. Send your request. Like, huh? Go ahead. What do you have to say?
In the world for everybody for you to be finger pointing black this and that and that.
What did I fit? Wait a minute. Calm down. What did I finger point on? Hold on. You're not going to come up on my live and talk crazy to me.
All right, well, do what
So
you
you
do.
relax.
Do what you do.
Relax. Calm down. Relax. Calm down. Okay. So once again, what did I say? All I said was is that Cardi B wasn't black. That's a fact. So what else did I finger point about? And are you Black American? Were your parents born here? So go ahead. Answer those two questions for me. Number one, what did I say that was hateful other than Cardi B wasn't black? And number two, were your parents born here? I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear. I sent you a request to turn your mic on. So you can go ahead. Are you there? User 8775. You there? If you can answer those two questions for me, because you came in kind of hot. You just started raising your voice and stuff, and you're not going to come in my live and violate me. I think you should know better than that. So if you could just answer those two questions. How is Black people trying to make sure that we protect our culture? Hate and pointing the finger. Are you there? User 8775. I sent you a request. You turn your mic on? Somebody said you are just yourself. You hate yourself. No, you hate yourself. You hate yourself. I don't hate myself. I love myself, which is why I'm talking about this. You hate yourself. That don't put your hatred on me. You're the one that came up here to defend a woman that's called Black women monkeys and burnt and roaches. You. So you hate yourself. Not me. You hate yourself. That's the actions of somebody that hates themselves. Like, not me. Let me block this Uncle Sam. Goodbye. So are you there? You gonna turn your mic on, or you just gonna type in the comments? Cause I turned your mic on. I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to silence you. But go ahead. Let's see. 4310-61681. Let me look you up. Let me look you up and see. Okay. Hold on, cause hold on, y'all. Okay, so I don't know why she not saying nothing, y'all. And okay, so this I see why, y'all. Y'all want to know? This lady not black. She not black. Let me drop her and block her right now. She's not black. She's also a cosplayer. She's a Hispanic, a white Hispanic. That's why she came up here. She's a white Hispanic. Let me show y'all what this lady look like. You see this? She is a old whitey Hispanic that is used to using the N-word and being disrespectful to Black women. That's all. That's why she was up there talking about hate, because she's a white Hispanic. She just like Cardi B. She's a culturally appropriating white Hispanic. That's it. Cause I was wondering, I had to go look. And she's using a picture in her profile from like the early 90s. Like, ma'am, you don't even look like that no more. You are about 65. But you got a picture of when you were in your 30s or something. But yeah, she's a white Hispanic, that lady that was up here. So yeah, she's not black. She's not black at all. She's a European Spaniard. So yeah. So that was crazy. So I was wondering why she was tripping like that. Cause I'm like, even if you're black and you disagree with me, you ain't just gonna be going in on me like that at first. But yeah, that's because she wasn't black at all. Talk about I hate myself. How do I hate myself? Because I'm trying to stop white Spaniards like you from pretending to be black people. Like what? Yeah. Anyway, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was nuts. Like I said, I don't understand. Every time I try to talk about Cardi B, it's always a big old thing. Like, you know what I don't understand? I don't understand why Black women want to push blackness off onto people that don't want it. Cardi B has a whole interview that's still on YouTube to this day that says that she's not a black woman. But black women won't take her word for it. Oh, no, she is black. She is black. What? That's weird. The only reason why this lady started claiming black is because she wanted to use the N-word without being judged. You know how Jennifer Lopez ain't never claimed to be black. Jennifer Lopez ain't never claimed to be Afro nothing. Jennifer Lopez let you know that, hey, I'm a white Puerto Rican. That's what it is. So when she had that song back in the day with Ja Rule and she used the N-word and black people went crazy on her, she ain't never do that again. She ain't never do it again. But that's what Cardi B didn't want to happen. She wants to be able to use the N-word. She wants to go over here in black culture and appropriate and culturally appropriate black American culture. Because she certainly ain't appropriating Afro-Latina culture. She's appropriating black American culture, which she ain't for sure. Right? It's ridiculous. It's just crazy. Yeah. But like I said, she's not even brown. She's not even a brown Latina. If you look at Cardi B when she don't tan, Cardi B is very pale. She's pale like the white tea Spaniards that she come from. That's it. She's pale just like the European Spaniards that her lineage comes from. She's very pale. Very pale. She's not brown skinned at all. Let's see here. Jasmine Rose says Cardi B is an Afro Latina. No, she isn't. Y'all gotta stop, bro. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Talking about her is so crazy. Like, she's not an Afro Latina. What is wrong with y'all? Oh my goodness. It's just crazy. Like, do you see this? Do you see this face? That looks like a black woman to you? Please get out of my face. Get out of my face. Stop it. Anywho, I just can't. I can't with y'all. I cannot. Yes, it is. It's like she put a spirit on some black women. It's like a root she's put on their like minds to where they just can't critically think. It's scary. It's actually scary, bro. Like, it's scary. Like, honestly, it's scary to me. Like, it's scary. Look at this. Do y'all see this? This is her daddy when he was young and old. That look like a black man to you? That's a black man? Y'all better get out of my face. Y'all better get out of my face talking about that's a light-skinned black man. You dummy. Boy, y'all make me so mad. Like when y'all say things like that, like I'm about to block Viviana. You're blocked. Let me get Viviana up out of here. I can't even take it. Yeah, you're blocked. Get out of my face. Like y'all say that stupid stuff. I'm just gonna block y'all. I'm not even gonna, because I feel like at this point, it's a mental issue. Like there's something mentally wrong with you. So I can't even have the conversation with you because you're mentally gone. So I'm just gonna block you to preserve my mental health. I gotta block you so that I don't get upset. But at your stupidity. Like I gotta block you. For real. Because what? Y'all, so that's a black man? Hold on, let me see if I can get up. That's a black man? That's what black men look like? Stop playing with me. That's what a black man look like, his hair? That's what a black man look like? Please stop playing with me. Stop it. Stop playing with me. Bro, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This a black man? So when y'all saw him, y'all say that's a black man? Y'all wouldn't say that's a white man? A white Latina? Like, stop it. And Yada, I'm about to block you too. I could have sworn I had already blocked you before, Yada. Let me block you again, because you're a weirdo too. I could have sworn that I've gotten into it with you before. Because when y'all come back and forth to my page and y'all be like, I definitely feel like, yeah, I feel like I gotta block you. But this her mama. That's a black woman to you? That's what you see when you see black, that's a black woman? Stop playing with me, bro. Like, yeah, let me add you up, Yada. Did you and I get into it before?
No, we never got into it. I'm agreeing with you. I'm like telling you, like,
Oh
don't show her
snap!
mom.
This might
I'm
not be
like,
you then. Sorry about that, Yada. Cause
no,
sometimes
just
I
to
be having people
clarify,
that.
I'm just saying, like, now show her mama, like, show her daddy. She clearly, like, I literally just said her DNA through her family a curveball, but she not black.
Sorry about that, Yada. I think
No,
I
for
got you
sure.
confused with somebody else.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. I'm
you got
sorry. I
it.
apologize.
No,
I
you
think I
good. You
got
could
you
drop.
confused with someone else.
You good. You could drop me.
Okay. Once again, I just wanted to say sorry to Yada. I think I confused her with someone else. So I just want to tell everybody I'm sorry, and Yada specifically, sorry, sister. I really do think I got you confused with someone else. Let me go down here to Chilotam, and then I'll go up there to Kalandra.
Hey Trigger, good morning. Morning to all the ladies in the chat and in the box. Someone said something in the comments that kind of just got me thinking because I feel like a lot of people don't understand the difference between race, ethnicity, nationality. Just because you have some type of, maybe you have a non-black ancestor or something doesn't mean that you're not fully black. I don't know how to explain this. It's like if you go back 10 generations and there was one person or one or two, white people in your ancestry, and fast forward to 10 generations after, and you have, a significant lineage of black parents, that doesn't mean that you're some kind of biracial. I don't know why people say that, but it doesn't make sense to me. It's like when people say that Haley Steinfeld, I don't know if it's Steinfeld or Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld, the lady who played Mary in Sinners, they try to
Yeah.
say she's black because she's an octoroon. That lady is not black. Just because she has one half black grandparent doesn't make her black. I don't get back when people do this and people say, oh, no black American is fully black. That's not how genetics work. I just wanted to say that, it's very tiring seeing people try to cling so deeply to the one drop rule. Like, it's 2026. Enough of that. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
All right. I got you. Chilotam. And I definitely agree. And my thing is that if that's the case, like, especially when it comes to FBAs, Foundational Black Americans, how come we're never considered to be white? If we have some, European lineage due to the grape of our ancestors, how come no one ever says, oh, okay, y'all got a drop of black, y'all have a drop of white tea blood, y'all are white, y'all are white, y'all are white, y'all are white, y'all are white. How come nobody talks about Cardi B and that, oh, she's white, white, white? The reason why no one does that is because of the one drop rule and hypo descent. And I have to say this every time I talk about this. Hypo descent is a social rule, aka the one drop rule, that assigns individuals with mixed racial ancestry to the socially inferior racial group, particularly assigning anyone with black ancestry to be considered black. People believe that black people are the lowest on the totem pole, the lowest of the low, that we are nobody, so we are supposed to accept all of these mixed people, this, that. We're not supposed to gatekeep because black people are inferior. That's the reason why. So if you're a black person and you are ascribing to this rule, it means that you think less of you and you think less of me. Period. Whiteness is exclusionary. People feel like whiteness is up there, right? Which is the reason why you can't just come in. I can't come in and say, oh, I got a drop of white blood. White people, let me in. Give me white privilege. They're going to tell me to get my black butt up out of there. And it's really just that simple. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people and why I don't understand that. White people don't play these games. White people don't do that. And matter of fact, it ain't even just white people. Asian people don't play either. Have you ever watched any documentaries on how they treat Blasians? They tell them Blasians, you ain't Asian. Get your butt up out of here. You black. We don't like you. We not cool with you like that. You know how many Blasians be on here crying? Everybody plays the gatekeeping game except black people. Do you know how Latinos, white Latinos, treat darker skinned Latinos or black Latinos? Real ones, not fake ones like Cardi B. Terrible. So y'all can be raccoons if you want to, but I'm not going to be. Cardi B is not black, bro. Cardi B is not black. She's not Afro-Latina. She's not Afro-Caribbean. She is a European Spaniard. And that's what her daddy looked like, and that's what her mommy looked like. And that's why when you don't see this girl tanning, she's super pale like the Europeans that she comes from. And it's really just that simple, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but it's really upsetting to talk to black women that do this. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. For real. I don't even know what to say. Wow. Let's see here. Blitz says, but a lot of black people use the one drop rule to force others in proximity. They shouldn't. That means you have low self-esteem. You shouldn't want to keep nobody in proximity to you that don't belong there. I don't want to keep nobody in proximity. Okay? That ain't supposed to be for my people. Get out of here. Cardi B is a cosplayer. And that's the reason why when you see her tearing up Jessie Woo, you see her tearing up Tasha K, you see her going at all of these black women and attacking their looks and their hair and they this and they that. She know it too. You just don't know it. That's the reason why she's so anti-black. She don't never talk to these white women like that. She don't never talk to these white tea Latinas like that. She don't never talk to nobody like that. The only people she get buck with are black women. Those are the only people that she calls ugly are black women. That's the only people that she talk about their hair is black women. That's it. Only black women. Those are the only people she talk crazy to. Y'all tell me what white women she been talking crazy to. None. Tell me what white women she been calling ugly. None. You tell me what white tea Latina she been calling ugly. None. She didn't even go. I haven't even heard this heifer talk about Selena Powell. Selena Powell sat there and put all her business out on the street. Talked about how she got a restraining order and how Offset doing this, that, and the third. And da-da. I ain't see her talk about Selena Powell. Selena Powell ran through. Selena Powell got plenty of stuff that you could talk about. And Selena Powell funny looking. But she ain't talking about Selena Powell, is she? Why? Because Selena Powell is not black. Period. That's it. That's the reason why because I tell you what, if Selena Powell was a black woman, the minute that stuff came out, they seen that little interview, Cardi B would have been right there in spaces on Twitter going crazy. Talk about this, that, and the third. You know? But Calandra, you have something to say, Calandra?
No, I was just saying I definitely agree with you. I was definitely gonna bring that point up because I was like, I saw her dragging everybody on spaces like, and when Selena started talking about like if my name couldn't go on if
You breaking up, Calandra. You breaking up, Calandra. Okay, you said hold on. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, like I said, I just hope that black women one day wake up and are delivered from their wanting to vicariously live through non-black women. Wanting all of these non-black women to call themselves black so that they can feel and pretend that they're a preference too. It doesn't matter how many Cardi B's and how many Erica Menas and how many Sin Santanas and how many Evelyn Lozadas that you call black women when they're not really black. You still will never be the preference. Their preference status will never rub off onto you. And I really feel like that's why a lot of black women want it to happen so that they can pretend that they're the preference too. But you're not. You're not. And this isn't to say that black women aren't beautiful because black women are beautiful and are the blueprint. But my thing is that you're not going to get the preference title because black men are self-hating. So whatever you think is going to happen, it's not going to happen. That's what I don't understand. Why are you doing it? It's just crazy. Like I said, crazy, wild. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's crazy. Like, and look, I'm going to show you guys a picture so that you guys can see see this in like real time. Hold on. Shoot. Hypo descent. Cause okay, hold on, you guys. Okay. Now look at this. Look at this. Let me see if I can show this to you. Is it gonna pop up for me? Let's see. Cause I really want y'all to see it real bad. Okay. Dag. Okay, hold on. I might have to take a screenshot of this and then show it to y'all. I'm gonna let somebody come up here, I guess, and then maybe they can talk because I want to show you this picture. You have something to say, you?
Okay, I'm just up here to agree with you. Um, you're right. Like it's like everybody has to be black. Like if you have a little bit of tiny black in you, like 10%, all of a sudden you're black. But black people can never claim to be other communities, even if they're half of those communities. And you realize whenever any community has blackness mixed in them, they give those people another name. Like they won't necessarily call you one of them. They will give you another name that signify you are mixed with them, but you're not the original them. Only with blackness that everybody gets to be black. Everybody who is mixed with black gets to be black. Anybody who has black in them gets to be black. Even though blackness is the people who are fully black. Like I'm a fully black woman. I'm fully black. I'm not mixed with anything. I'm blackly black. And then there are people who are mixed and they're just mixed. They don't gotta be black. So I agree with you and what you're saying. And about her calling black women ugly, she does that all the time. Even her sister. Like it's always you always see her arguing with black women or LGBTQ man. You never see her arguing with other races of women. Even the fans that be trolling her, it's always the black ones that she chooses to respond to. Even though I know for a fact it's not just black people that talk about her, it's also other races, even Hispanic people talk about her. But the only fans she would choose to talk about or talk about their looks, it's always black women. It's not even black men, the ones that be trolling her all the time. The black women were the ones literally like congratulating her with Stefan Diggs and stuff like that. And it was the black men trolling her. But it's always her responding back to black women and never really men or other races of women. So I just think she's anti-black. Cardi B knows she's not black because before she got famous, she was in interviews saying she's in an interracial relationship with Offset, and Offset is black, so it's interracial, meaning you're not black. So she knows she's not black. She's using blackness to benefit from black culture, black American culture. That's really what she's doing. She's only saying she's black or claiming proximity because it's beneficial. So I just wish black women will see the games and will wake up and leave her the hell alone. Stop defending her. Her ratchetness don't need to be claimed, to be honest. Like I don't know why they're claiming her. I land there. I just wanted to
Um,
say thank you for your platform also. I watch you on YouTube. I actually knew you on YouTube before on TikTok, so it's nice to see you on TikTok too.
All right. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, you. I appreciate that. The reason why I put this picture up here is that I just want to give you guys a visual representation of the one drop rule. Like as you can see, like the black and white person at the top, and then you go down and you look, all of the things that are in gray, all of the mixtures, all of those are attributed to black people. But you notice the white on the white sides, those are the only people that are looked at as white, which are the white people. So when you look at the fact that black people are the ones that are supposed to accept all of these mixtures, all of this stuff, that just lets you know how people perceive black people to be, which is less than. You cannot do this, like for real, because when you do this, what you are telling white people is that whiteness is the standard, whiteness is exclusionary, and therefore whiteness is better than you. That's what you're saying. Even if you don't want to say it, that's what you're saying. You're saying exactly that. And why would you say that? Why would you say that as a black person? That's all I'm saying. Like, for real. Like, I just feel like in 2026, right? When everyone has a phone in their hand, and I know that phone costs you at least $1,000, you have a very expensive piece of machinery in your hand that can help you to learn anything that you need to learn. I know people are not rocking with AI right now, but dare I say, you can learn anything on there. You can learn anything on YouTube. You can learn anything online. You can educate yourself on everything that you need to be educated on. Really, there's no reason why anybody should be uneducated in this world. You don't even have to go to college to get an education now, due to the plethora of information that is at our fingertips. Literally. Like, so it's just like, there's no way in the world you should be calling a European Spaniard black. There's no reason why she should be able to go around in the black community and say N-word, 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 while still trying to pretend to be above the very people she's trying to imitate and cosplay. Ask yourself, why she not over there doing Dominican culture? Huh? And for y'all that call her an Afro-Caribbean, even though she's not, how come she's not emulating that culture? How come it's a black American culture that she's emulating? Huh? That's all I'm saying. Like, but y'all never call these people the self-hating cosplayers that they are. How in the world you gonna want to copy off an entire culture that don't belong to you, and then look down on the very women that you're pretending to be every day? Where did them nails and her the way she speak, her lingo, her hair, all of that come from? It sure ain't come from no Dominicans. I don't care what you say. But anyway, I just think that, I just think that if you pay attention to the fact that the only people she chooses to disrespect are black people, I feel like in good conscience, as a black woman, you should not support her. If I see any black women that I follow show themselves at her concert, I'm blocking you and unfollowing you immediately. If any black woman that I see support Cardi B and this tour that she going on, you getting blocked with the quickness. Cause you're an enemy to black women if you do that. Go ahead, Chillo Town. And then I'll go to Calandra.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that, she recently attacked Tasha K, and I'm not really a fan of Tasha K per se, but she kept calling her ugly and saying, "Oh, I'm not saying you're ugly because you're dark skinned," because I feel like when she said that, she was trying to pander to her dark skinned female audience when she said, "Oh, I'm not calling you ugly because you're dark skinned. I'm saying you're ugly just because you're ugly." And last time I checked, I think Tasha K is objectively more beautiful than Cardi B. And this is not even me being biased. I genuinely think she's a beautiful woman who looks, very comfortable in her skin. And the nerve of somebody who has 11 faces and 2 million botched BBLs and boob jobs to call someone else ugly is just insane. And I can't get behind. I don't understand why I don't understand why anyone supports her. She's a horrible person. She's a horrible person, and she's leeching off of a culture that's not hers, and then hating the women who create that culture, because she always says that she likes to date interracially, right? Where do you think these monoracial black men come from? You know what I mean? So it's just very backwards.
I mean, I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree. I just feel like you calling anybody ugly when you're on like your 15th face, like 15th, like you were so ugly that you had to do one, then do it again, 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 then get some fillers, then do this, do that, and the third. Like, please, girl, get out of here. You don't even have enough self-esteem to sit around and walk in the face that you were born with. Like, you couldn't even do it. Like, but you gonna call somebody else ugly. Like, boy, that lady, I cannot stand her. Let me go up here to Calandra. Go ahead, Calandra.
I just wanted to say I definitely agree with y'all points and stuff. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I just want to say I definitely agree with your points and things. I thought it was really weird that she didn't drag Selena Powell. Selena Powell had a lot to say, and I'm sorry, but some of the stuff she said, I feel like it was kind of fine words because she was saying things like her daughter doesn't like the new baby. I feel like talking about people, kids, is definitely fighting words, and I definitely agree with you, Sugar, that it's really weird how who black people, especially black women in particular, considering the fact that we're the most disrespectful, is so quick to want other races or people to be in our race. I think that is very weird to me. I've always thought that was kind of weird. And as somebody who was like on Spice's side when Erica Mena called her a blue monkey, and I was arguing with people on Facebook about it, I was just like, yeah, people in our community are definitely far gone because I remember when that happened, I was like arguing with people real bad about it, and people were like, that's not offensive. And I'm like, it is. And when she said it, she knew it. And at the end of the day, they know the stuff that they're doing. But like I said in the comments, I definitely blame black men because, yeah, I really blame them. And I can go on and on about why I blame them, but I definitely don't think black women should be so quick to like want everybody to be in our race. You know what I'm saying? I think that's weird. I think it takes away from modern racially black women when you're so quick to add these other races of women and when you're doing light-skinned people.
All right. I got you, Calandra. Somebody said in the comments,
And I also had a thought about number 2, but I didn't know if you were talking about it, so I'll wait.
Okay. I just say for that we could talk about number 2. Love Life says, so when you argue with someone, you don't call them out their name. Okay, so I feel like if you're arguing with somebody, you shouldn't be using a racial slur, especially when you sleep with black men and you are trying to have biracial babies. And yeah, because you're out here calling black women monkeys and burnt and all of this stuff, but you have a biracial child. And that applies to Cardi B and Erica Mena. That's weird. Why would you use racial slurs when you have half black children, biracial children? That's literally nuts. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And you can argue with somebody and drag somebody without using racial slurs, number 1. Okay. And number 2, if you know, it's not when you're mad you get what you get. When you're mad, you do what you do, which is you're racist. Period. Like, you're racist. And the fact that a black woman would make excuses for a non-black woman being racist, but still wanting to use the community that she's being racist to for everything, for their money, for clout, for assistance, for cosplaying, their personality, and everything under the sun is nuts. Like, you're a sick Negro. These are the type of black women that I'm talking about. Sick, self-hating Negroes that are sick in the head. Like, Love Life 2018 is sick in the head. Like, that's a sick Negro. And she don't even know it. Like, she's a sick woman. You cool with a non-black person calling you a monkey or an ape? Girl, bye. I'm about to block you. Get your self-hating butt out of my life. Get out of here. I don't ever want to see you again. Get out. You look just like how you talking. Goodbye. And I don't even want to tear you up like that. So let me just block you before I end up going in on you. You and your little ponytail that cost $5.99. I don't even want to do it to you. Okay, I blocked her because I was about to say something, because I really do feel very passionate about this topic. Like, for real. If anybody know why I really be getting irritated, because like I really do, that really makes me mad, because I really feel like black women that do this are ruining the black community. Like, I really feel like y'all, if you do this, you're ruining the black community. You really are. And you allow black women to be taken advantage of by these non-black women. And that's the reason why it makes me so mad. And it's like, I don't want to be tearing up black women. So it's like, in order for me not to go in on you, I just have to block you. But Yada, you had something to say, sis? Go ahead.
Yeah, man, the loopholes that people will go through, especially our people, to avoid doing their own hard work, I've noticed throughout my life, especially as a dark-skinned black woman. I'm 35 years old, and I've known throughout my life, our people will go through a whole loops and dupes to basically not do the work. within themselves. If you can say with the straight face that it's okay to resort to racist responses in an argument, but then say it's wrong for a white person to do the exact same thing in a debate, like or a dispute, it's just wild work. And I find the main reason why is because they're dealing with something that they don't want to admit to. They're probably colorist in their own life. They probably have some internal self-hatred in their own life where they cannot accept it, and they align with Cardi B. That's the reason why they keep like going in a hole. And it's just the craziest form of cognitive dissonance that I've ever seen. And then on top of that, one thing I also realized, especially with like Cardi B, like she has a whole white and then of course white mom. Her experience is completely different from ours. So you telling me she could just enter into our communities, access all the privileges, and she doesn't even understand our culture in any kind of way is sad. It's really sad. And mind you, there's been tons of dog whistles throughout her entire career, because when you result to that, it's telling. It shows who you are, right? Like whenever I got into an argument as a kid, and you automatically called me dark skin. You could have attacked me in many ways. You did not have to come in my color. It shows you who you are, right? And Cardi has shown us time and time again who she is. Even Nicki has shown us time and time who she is. When she said in that quote, what she say? You nappy-headed hoes need a perminator. And then she said, you Rosa Parks, get back, whatever. I don't know. Like, these women are showing us who they are, and we just accept it because of clout and popularity. It's a popularity contest.
I definitely agree. Who said the Perminator? Was that Nikki? Nikki, yeah. And y'all don't even gotta get me started on Nikki, because people think that because I really don't like Cardi B that I somehow like Nicki Minaj. I don't like Nicki Minaj either. Nicki Minaj is definitely anti-black. Have y'all ever heard her talk about black women? Like, I remember she was on Joe Budden and she was talking about how black women were miserable black bitches. And it's always dirty, ugly black bitches that have something to say. This, I'm saying verbatim what she said. Like, I was like, oh, okay. She was like, yeah, it's never anybody else but these dirty black bitches. Oh, really? So you think these white women love you? Well, okay. You was a liar. Like, somebody said you're gonna need a link. Well, she definitely said it. You can look that up on TikTok, baby. You can look it up on TikTok. You can look it up on YouTube. It's a fact she said it. A fact she said it. Literally. Matter of fact, I was just talking about that. I just saw it again. It popped up in my feed. Somebody reposted it maybe like about a week ago. You can easily find it on TikTok. For sure. And if you can't find it on TikTok, you can definitely find it on YouTube. This is a fact. I'll cash app you $100 if you can't find it. Because it's a fact, bro. A fact. Matter of fact, I downloaded it into my phone. Because y'all, everybody like to play crazy about Nicki Minaj. She do the same stuff. Like, for real.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
If a white person said that exact same thing, it would not be okay. It would not be okay. So why is it okay for someone that's literally trying to assimilate to white supremacy? It's okay for them to say it. Like, y'all are literally, you are bigots. Like, y'all are literally bigots, and your cognitive dissonance is destroying the world. So I agree with you. It is dangerous. Y'all are destroying the world the same way racist white people are destroying the world, because they can't see evil for what it is. You evil. You a hateful person. You got nothing but evil in you, and it comes out. It's telling.
You know, but like I said, it's like, I feel like it's a lot of people, and I'm not just gonna put this on black women, but I only care about black women and black girls. So I'll just say it's a lot of black women that really, I feel like they hate themselves. And so you really want to put other people on a pedestal because you feel like you can never be there. So you want to put somebody else up on there. But it would never make sense to me, black women that protect women or men or whoever that don't like them and think less of them. Cardi B definitely thinks less of black women. So do Nicki Minaj. But this isn't about her though. But definitely. And if you're a black woman and you're supporting women or men that look down on you, there's something wrong there that you need to fix. It's the same how you got all of these dark-skinned black women that support Chris Brown knowing that he don't like dark-skinned women. knowing that he thinks less of you. Like there's something wrong. I remember I seen this thing where there was like these three dark skins, right? They were beautiful, all three of them. I was like, oh wow, those girls are beautiful. They start talking about how they went to go to the Chris Brown after party and how the men treated them like they wasn't nothing. And Chris Brown said that he didn't want them in their section and they got kicked out and they couldn't believe it. Why you couldn't believe it? You couldn't believe it because what, y'all thought y'all was too cute. Y'all thought y'all was a different type of dark skin. Y'all thought y'all was the pretty dark skins or whatever
Yep.
the case may be. And it's just like it being a dark skinned woman and getting discriminated against is not about being pretty. It don't got nothing to do with what you look like. It has something to do with what your skin color is. And these men are indoctrinated by white supremacy. So you could be the baddest chick ever. It doesn't matter, bro. It matters that you're dark, bro. And they don't like that. And it's just like, what? I don't know. I feel like I respect even less dark-skinned black women that support colorists because, and Cardi B is a colorist too. Why are you doing that, bro? You are literally supporting somebody that thinks that you're less than because of your melanin. When melanin equals power, when melanin equals a longer a chance of living, a longer chance of how your skin and you aging, everything else. Melanin is power, and you over here want to support a dummy that thinks that the more you look like somebody white tea is better for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't respect black women who think like that. I just can't. I just can't respect it. Yeah, you had something to say, Chilo Tim?
Yes, yes. I was just gonna speak to the prompt since we didn't really touch on Jessie. Well, I know we've kind of gone back and forth on Jessie, and I know how you feel about her. And I think I'm going to say this objectively, even though I watch her channel sometimes. I think it's very like, despite the fact that she may not really be liked in the black community, and I can only say so much about that, but it was just I saw her response on social media, and apparently she was getting threats and people were saying, oh, they'll call ICE on her, and just a bunch of women attacking her, and I'm just like, are we really, even if I don't like, maybe I feel like I'm in a point in my life where even if I don't like another woman or another black woman, there's no way I'm going to side with somebody like a Cardi B to pile on someone like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just, and the whole thing apparently was, I think she read a super chat and she was trying to, when you get super chats on YouTube Live and you're trying to read them out, because that's kind of people's thoughts. I don't know whether or not she said she agrees with it. Some people said she did. I didn't watch the live, but it was just very disgusting just seeing some of the comments. And I've noticed how Cardi B loves to use her audience to attack and bully people, and it's really tiring to see. So I consciously don't support her. I don't listen to her music. I I don't even use her music for audios, like for videos that I post and stuff like that, because she's a very repulsive human being. So yeah.
All right, I got you. Yeah, what you were saying that you don't, as far as Cardi B go, yeah, I don't listen to nothing that she got going on. And to be honest with y'all, if y'all want me to be real, I don't listen to Nicki Minaj neither. I when she, I used to like, I said this plenty of times, like my favorite song by her was Ganja Burn. And I used to always listen to that. That song is a vibe. I really liked it. But when that lady went up there with them white tea people and said that black women are trying to make white tea women feel bad about being beautiful, that was it. That was it. I would never listen to nothing that Nicki Minaj puts out ever again in this life. I don't care what it is. I would never stream nothing that she got going on. And also, I don't like Jessie Woo either. Jessie Woo is a tether. She's anti-black American. I don't respect Jessie Woo. I think that she is just, I just I don't like her either. But beyond that, I still would never take the side of a non-black woman over a black woman, period. Like, so it wouldn't matter if I didn't like Jessie Woo, which I don't. I still would never defend a non-black woman in the place of a black woman. Like, I just wouldn't do that, regardless on whether I like her or not. But yeah, Cardi B, I was never listening to her anyway, to be honest with you. Never. I heard the first album, everybody liked it. I listened to it, didn't like it. I listened to it one time, and then everybody was talking about how great it was. So I was like, I didn't think so. So I went back through and listened to it again and was like, yeah, no. And I listened to the second album once, like on my Apple Music, and I only listened to like 2 minutes out of, like, you know how like when you're previewing an album, you listen to like a first minute or two, and then you go to the next one. You like, I don't like that one either. I didn't like anything that she had on there. And that imaginary player song, she literally rapping like she got spit in her mouth. What the fuck? The fuck is right there? Huh? Like, why are you rapping like that? Why do you sound like that? Like, I don't even understand how she's even able to even get people to listen. Cause she like literally rap like like, y'all can like, we cannot like Nicki Minaj or whatever, but you can't take away Nicki Minaj and she can't rap though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me keep going because I don't want to make this like that because it's not even about none of that. I'm just saying, like, for real. Okay, so we can go to number 2 if y'all want to talk about that now. I know Calandra said that she wanted to go to number 2.
Yeah, I was just going to say that in the comments, but I wanted to hear what you had to say before I start.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll just say this, like with Easy, like, okay, so back when I used to I still look at YouTube a lot. Let me not even lie and say that I don't. I still look at YouTube a lot, y'all. I actually watch it on my TV. I don't even just look at it on my phone. Like, I'd be looking at it on my TV sometimes. So, I knew of Easy only because I was getting my hair braided by this girl, and she did braid my hair so many times, but then she ended up moving or something, doing something, so I could never get in contact with her to do my braids again. But when I used to get my knotless braids from her, she always played Easy and Natalie. So I only became aware of them through her because she was like obsessed with them. So I know who Easy is, and the Samira girl, I saw her. I can't lie to y'all. I saw Samira's content, and I was like, I found her annoying. And off-putting, and I blocked Samira because I'm like, bro, you just doing too much. All right. And I never followed Easy, never followed Natalie because I never really liked their content either. I thought Easy was just cheesy. And it's just like, like I just didn't like her content at all. So when I saw somebody make a video about Easy wearing this Samira fat suit, I'm like, why would you do this? Like, I was just thinking, I watched the video. First of all, the video that Easy made was not funny at all. It wasn't funny in the slightest. So I'm like, okay, you're making this video of you being in the fat suit. It's not funny. So if you're going to try to comfort somebody, it should at least be funny, but it wasn't. And it wasn't funny at all. Not that it would be funny if you're doing that, but I'm just saying it wasn't funny. So then I go and I'm looking at people give their think pieces on it. And I'm wondering, like, what has Samira done to this girl? Did she talk about your mama? Did she talk about you? Did she attack you? All I'm seeing is people saying that she just didn't like her content, so she wanted to do this. So you mean to tell me that you're going to go so far as to put a doggone fat suit on and body shame somebody because you don't like their content? That's crazy. Like, I don't think that's right. And I think that make you a bad person because there's no reason that you had to do that and that girl didn't do anything to you. It'd be different if, your mama passed or something and she was up there, said something about your mama passing, or, she violated you real, real bad. I could maybe see it. That's not something that I would have done, but maybe I could see it. But for no reason, why would you do that? Like, and if you don't like Samira's content, you unknowingly proved her point about fat people being treated badly by doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know. I don't respect it. That's all I can say. I don't respect it. I don't think it's cool at all. But okay, what you gonna say, Calandra?
I was just gonna say I definitely agree with you. I think Easy was wrong, and then when I saw like what she said, talking about some people are sensitive nowadays, and you can't talk about anything, and when she started using the examples of like Eddie Murphy with Big Mama House and Tyler Perry of Medea, I wanted to say, girl, like it's so much I can say about that. Now, my thoughts on Samira, I do think sometimes Samira probably does a little too much. I'm a heavy set person as well, but unlike me, I haven't like done my homework like Samara has. Like she has studied fat phobia to the point of view. Now, do I agree with everything she says? No, I do not. Sometimes I do think that she does a little too much. However, I do think that sometimes she talks about her experience. Like when you're a big girl, I mean, especially when you're a big black girl. I'm gonna say big black girl. I'm sorry because your treatment is very different versus when you're black versus when you're white. I can say this as a plus size person, a black woman who knows bigger white women. Their experiences are like very different from mine, and I know that you shouldn't like compare yourselves to other people, but I think Easy was wrong to do the fat suit. I think she was wrong to poke fun of Samira like that. And I even personally think that it was offensive. Even I ain't gonna say offensive is probably the word I would use. I'm sorry, but for me, now that I've gotten older, things that I thought was cool when I was younger is kind of like not anymore. I personally don't think it's okay for black men to dress up like black women and for comedy. I'm sorry. And then, like, the way that they do it for me, like, it's always stereotypical. Now, yes, it probably was a little funny back in the day, but I do think that sometimes it's stereotypical because I'm trying to think of a show I was watching the other day, and I was like, this would not be okay today. I think it was the Jamie Foxx show. Or maybe it was Martin with Shanae. Yes. Now, back in the day, I do think that things were probably like a lot okay. But nowadays, now that people are a lot more woke, they're a lot more educated, I don't think things are okay. I don't think it's okay for black men to dress up and try to mock black women for a laugh. I'm sorry about that. Even with Tachina Arnold and what she said about Ari Lennox, I think nowadays that people are a lot more woke and a lot more kind of like understanding of like, hey, that's not okay. And I do think that things that were funny back in the day is not funny anymore because we're a lot more educated. We read a lot more. We see things. And so when Easy got on live and said things like that and stuff, I was like, I think people should be very funny about very kind of not so quick to say everything is funny because when you're like that, when it's you, it's not funny. And now that I have like done a lot of homework and done a lot of research on African studies, things that were funny to me when I was growing up and I would see the adults in my life laughing, now that I look at it now, I'd be like, that's not funny. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't think black men should have ever put on wigs, put on fat suits, and ever tried to be black women. I'm sorry, like Tyler Perry is successful with Medea, but at the same time, I just don't think that that's funny because I feel like it kind of reminds you of minstrel shows, kind of in a sort of kind of way, where white tea people would do of us minstrel shows, and that's how I feel. Even now that I'm gotten older, Big Mama House, Tyler Perry, Martin, like it reminds you of minstrel shows of people dressing up like stereotypical black people and going out and trying to be this. And I think that black people needs to be very careful about what we think is funny because at one time what we say is funny because it's really not. It was never okay for black men to dress up like black women, big or not. And then to do stereotypical black women like with the nails, with the ghetto-ness, like I just don't think stuff like that is okay. And I'm sorry, but and the fact that Hollywood in particular has a very aces past and the fact that black creators were so comfortable in following those passes, like I think Martin had one white writer. And when you think about stuff like that, then it makes sense. And I feel like the problem with black people is black people need to be very careful about the stuff that you think is funny, even if you're not a fat person, even if you're not a dark-skinned person, because the jokes are still talking about you. Like, you're still the butt of a joke. And I'm sorry, but I just had a lot to say.
Oh no, I got you. I mean, I definitely agree with what you were saying. And I'll say, like, as far as Martin goes, Martin was never my top show. I know it's for a lot of black people. They'd be like, "Oh, Martin's the funniest show ever." I didn't think so. I thought like there's a few shows of his the few episodes that I thought was funny, like the one when Gina had got her teeth done or whatever, and she was supposed to go like he was supposed to show her off at his high school reunion, and she came there, her face was all swollen and stuff like that from getting her tooth pulled or whatever happened. I thought that was funny. I thought the one when Martin thought somebody stole some money or something from him, and he had like the little stuffed animal dog or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then I think it was another one like when they had went on vacation and like him and Pam was fighting the thing where they said it was a rat, but it wasn't a rat or whatever. Like those were funny to me, but a lot of the show, it just wasn't funny to me. Like I just felt like it was rooted in them always talking about Pam. And the fact that she even came up there and said that that wasn't colorism and it wasn't this, that, and the third is already crazy. Because the reason why they always portray her to be mean and unlovable and things like that, what was for it? Because Pam was T. She was beautiful. You're talking about she had BDB. She never had BDB. So why were you saying that? Why are you acting like she can't get a man and all this stuff? All of it just went into the idea that black women, especially dark-skinned black women, are unlovable and light-skinned women are the prize or whatever. Now, as far as Easy and Samira goes, what I find to be crazy is in this world is that you can go ahead and I'm not fat, I'm not overweight or anything like that. But I will say that I still don't think it's cool. I think it's crazy that you can sit there and you can put on a fat suit and talk about somebody that is overweight or obese or fat, whatever word you want to use. But if she was to come at you and talk about you being a stud and talk about you pretending to be a dude most of your time, then everybody would be on her head, on her top. And see, those are the type of games that I play because I don't give a doggone about political correctness. If you gonna try to come for me, then I'm gonna come for you, and I'm gonna come for you in something that I know you feel insecure about, and I know that she know that I know that would get under her skin. You over there trying to be a dude, a Negro, 24/7. Well, then let's play since you want to be funny. Okay, let's play. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go put on some man clothes, sag, gonna put on a hat, and I'm gonna start being like, yeah, I'm easy. I want to be a dude. That's really what I want to be, but I can't be. So I'm gonna be a fake version. You know what I'm saying? But then everybody, oh, the LGBTQ, this, that, and the third. It's just like, nah. If you're gonna respect people, respect all people. Don't pick and choose who you're gonna respect. Like I said, and this is coming from, and I don't have a dog in the fight because I don't dislike Easy or Samira. I don't follow neither one of them, but it's still wrong. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't like that because I think a lot of people, and this is probably going to offend some people, but I'm going to say it. I feel like a lot of people in the LGBTQ plus IA community feel like they can say whatever they want to you, and it could be totally out of pocket, down in the dirt, grimy. But you can't say nothing to them. You're supposed to respect their boundaries. You're supposed to respect their pronouns. You're supposed to not attack this, that, and the third, but they can say whatever to you. No, we're not going to do that. Because I know I've been called so many things by G-men and they feel like they could just come for you. But then as soon as you call them a old fruity D in the booty, now it's, oh my God, what are you talking about? How dare you? No, how dare you? How dare you? Don't talk to me like that, and I won't talk to you like that. So I just be letting people know, like, yeah, play with me if you want to. I don't respect none of it. You don't respect me, I'm not respecting nothing. I'm gonna really tear you up. Don't do me. Man, let me not even go because I was about to say something else, but it's gonna be
I
politically
just want to
incorrect.
make
So let
this
me
last
stop.
point that you just made. That I agree with you 1000%. Some of the most acest comments that I ever had on Twitter from YT people and people in that community was from people in that community. Some of the most acest comments ever in my life, calling me a welfare queen and stuff, came from them people in that community. I just had to say I agree with you 1000%.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's like there's a level, just like somebody in the comments said that they can get you fired. It's like a level of protection for them that's not there for you. Like it's a level of protection that's there for men and them, but not for black women. And that's it's
And
sad.
they sorry to cut you off, Trey, but they are also a problem. Like even when it comes to black people and black people's movements, it's always intertwining with them. Like whenever there is a movement or there is something to fight for the rights of black people, they're always going to end up also being a part of the conversation, whether we like it or not. And a lot of them are in competition with black women while cosplaying as black women, especially black American women. So that whole community is mostly highly supported by black people, but also is as much as racist as a white man too.
All right, I got you. I think was it Chilotem that had something to say? And then I'll go up here to Yada see if she has something to say too.
You know what? I actually lost my train of thought, so I'm just gonna keep quiet and let it come back to me.
Okay. Well, just let me know, Chilotam.
Okay.
Yada, you had something to say, sis?
Yeah, but you all made me think about something, but absolutely, especially when they're cosplaying us. And the thing I find actually really suspicious about it, and that's also what we gotta realize when people are playing in our faces as Black people and read between the lines. Because specifically when they cosplay as Black women, y'all gotta realize that they never do this with other races of women. They never cosplay as them. And usually when they do, again, they'll at best use a fat white woman, but or overweight white woman, but they always put their best up. But when it comes to Black women, of course, that's where they lower our appeal in the media, specifically so we aren't respected. And the fact that our men support this just shows you, again, you got to realize people are playing in your face. Because in a lot of these things, these are not people betraying trans women. These are men who are clear men that are portraying Black women, specifically actual biological Black women, which makes it look as if like Black women look masculine, as if this man can actually pass as a Black woman. That's saying that you look like a man. Like we got to be hip to this stuff, and it's not okay, especially when they don't do it with anybody else.
Okay, all right, I got you. Let me go down here too. Or Chilotam, did your thought come back or?
Yeah. I was gonna on this topic. I was gonna say I hate it when you see whitey men and people say, "Oh, they have the spirits of a Black woman." It's just like, what has everybody collectively lost their minds? And what's with this nonsense thing called intersectional? I really hate that word. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really hate that word, intersectionality, and they try to use that as a means to excuse me, conflate our issues, or put all our issues together. Oh, when say women are liberated, then that's liberation for all women. Absolutely not. And I don't think people realize how much this is going to affect the next generation of girls and women, and how we are basically regressing because women have fought for the right to be where we are today, and now we're just giving up those rights. To me, it comes off as some type of pick-meism. It's all on a spectrum. We have the regular pick-me's who shill for straight men, and then we have the reverse. I don't even know if to call it the reverse pick-me's who shill for the people on the other side of the aisle. That's kind of how I see it.
Oh, okay, I got you. I mean, I definitely agree with all of you guys and everything that y'all are saying. I think that we just as Black women, we just gotta like not be as accepting of a lot of different things. I think that Black women, I don't care what anyone says, people always talk about Black women are so mean and nasty and this, that, and the third. Black women are the nicest and most inviting out of all groups of people. Respectfully, it's the truth. Of course, they're not every Black woman is gonna be your friend, and not every Black woman is gonna be nice to you, but not every white woman is gonna be nice to you. Not every Asian woman is gonna be nice to you. Not every Indian woman is gonna be nice to you. There are mean people, there are nice people in every race. But if we're talking about collectively, Black women are the nicest and most inviting. And that is always works to our detriment, because people will come in and use and abuse us and will never help and assist us when we need any type of things. And that's the reason why I really mean what I say. And people get so mad and call me discriminatory, and I'm really not. I really don't hate anybody, but I am really only here for Black women and Black girls, period. That's it. And I mean, and your chromosomes need to be XX. Okay, that's it. And that's just that simple. If you don't got XX chromosomes, I'm not trying to hear it. You need to have those, and you need to be a Black woman and a Black girl. And it's really just that simple. Like I don't even know what to say. Like, and I tried to do a hyper focus on monoracial Black women and Black girls. Of course, biracial women are allowed as well, but I'm just how it is, and it will always be that way. And I think if more of us did that, you know what I'm saying, the better off we would be. But we sometimes Black women are just too nice and inviting for their own good, and it is what it is. But go ahead, Lay Rex. You can go ahead, sis.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so I wanted to speak on this topic because I feel like for the longest time, I have been saying Cardi B is a colorist. Cardi B doesn't like Black women. I have been told, I've been called all types of names from my own people. I'm a Black Haitian. And, we share an island with Dominicans, and a lot of them are colorists. They do not see themselves as Black. And I personally, I've experienced that. I've witnessed that, not even experienced it, not even really, I can't really say I've experienced it because I'm a light-skinned Haitian, but I have witnessed it. Growing up, the first time I've ever experienced anything like this was from my best friend's mom. Like, I remember I was in the car with these people. They saw a dark-skinned person passing by, and keep in mind, they're Dominicans. They saw a dark-skinned person passing by. Their whole demeanor changed. They went, "Oh, negra." And I'm here telling her, I'm like, "Miss, I'm Black, right? Like, why would you say this in front of me? Like, I'm Black, right?" She goes, "No, Tatiana, Black, no." So they don't see themselves as Black. When they are light skinned like Cardi B, like herself, they don't see themselves as Black. They see themselves as, like mixed. They have a certain name. It's called mestizo or something. They have a certain name. And for the longest time, the first time when Cardi B was coming up, I was rooting for her. Everybody, you want to see the underdog. You want to see them win. But what did it for me was when she threw her shoe at that dark-skinned lady, mocking her about stealing her man. That was the first thing. And then the second thing that did it for me was around 2017, 2018. When you go on Twitter, this lady is calling dark-skinned women, and not only just one. She's calling multiple dark-skinned women monkeys, roaches. I'm like, what the hell? And as a Haitian, I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely one of those type of Dominicans. Like, this is definitely a Dominican colorist. And I have been screaming this from the top of my lungs. Oh my goodness. And all types of people coming for me. Black Americans are coming for me, telling me, "Oh, you need to learn the difference between." I'm here saying, this is a Hispanic colorist, and they're here telling me, "You need to be educated. You need to learn the difference between race, ethnicity, nationality." And this is they're here telling me, an educated Black Haitian. I have my bachelor's in finance and accounting. They're here telling me I'm uneducated. I don't know the difference between race or ethnicity. They try to find every reason to try to deflect from the point that I was making. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like talking so much. But they try to find any type of reason to try to deflect from the fact that she is a Hispanic colorist. There's no denying she has African ancestry. But when you really look at her, when you're looking at her grandma, her mom, her dad, those are white passing Dominicans to me. There's no denying she probably has like some African ancestry way back in the line. There's no denying that. But it's so crazy. It's so insane. But I feel like now a lot of people, a lot of Black women, they are finally waking up to what like I have been saying. It's so insane. It's so, so crazy. But yeah, I'm going to keep it short. I talk so much. But yes, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, no problem. Larex, I'll just say this is that I'm Black American, and I wholeheartedly agree with what you're saying. I don't think that Cardi B is a Black woman at all, and she's definitely mestizo, which is the mixture. But they are not considered to be Black. And I think that there are a lot of people, Black people of across the diaspora, that are very self-hating, and those people are the ones that you ran across that were trying to tell you those things. Because it's a lot of us that definitely agree with the things that you're saying. Because I know that I do wholeheartedly. And it's sad because so many Black people are brainwashed into the one drop rule, and it's just not a good look. Because like I said before, the one drop rule is rooted in white supremacy, and also the inferiority that Black people are inferior to white people. That's where the whole rule and everything comes from. So when you want to put a white European Spaniard like Cardi B into the Black community, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And ask yourself, why is she considered to be Black for possibly having some distant African ancestry, but we are not considered white if we are here, Black Americans here that have distant European, white, Caucasian lineage. So it's just like, yeah. But I definitely agree with you. I'm so sorry that you came across the self-haters, because that's definitely who you were engaging with. But let me go up here to Coco Boss. Go ahead, Coco.
Hey. I just wanted to chime in a little bit. You know, it's a lot of anti-black, you know, in our community, and that's where the problem it seems like it's coming from, to me at least. For it's just like the men who bring the women, the colorist women in, the colorist men, the Evelyn Lozadas, the Erica Menas, the Cardi B's, they all, you know, the men escort these women in, and it's almost like, you know, they want to erase black women. They want to be a part of the erasure, the dark-skinned black women especially. And so, you know, it all just kind of goes hand in hand. I also wanted to talk about, I'm not, you know, I don't really speak on these much, so I get a little nervous, but I'm good. But I want to talk about, you know, Cardi B versus Woo, and how she went on Twitter and she's just talking mad shit, you know, especially saying that Jessie wasn't like a household name. Basically, like, you know how Cardi B is like basically A-list celebrity. She's like, why you haven't made it to the top yet? It's because you're dumb. It's because you're this. And she was saying like, oh, Jessie's not as popular or as rich as her because she dumb. And we all know it's because colorism, you know, it's mainstream media promotes Latinas in our community because, of course, they want to erase us. They don't want us to have a voice. But, of course, we're still going to have a voice because, you know, we got it going on. It is what it is. Y'all want to be us. But when it comes to, you know, Jessie not being an A-list celebrity, she always try to act like, oh, you just don't know how to promote yourself. Oh, you just dumb. Oh, no, boo, that's not it. We have to work 10 times harder just to be seen. A lot of our own people don't even accept us, you know. I don't know if y'all watch a YouTuber, but her name is Chrissy, Chrissie.
I do.
Yeah, so
I do
basically
too.
when I first found out about her, it was like maybe 6-7 years ago. So it kind of helps me, and I'm pretty sure other people talk about this topic, because for so long we would talk about colorism and we would just get gaslighted. Oh, you just have to be pretty. You have to love yourself. It has nothing to do with loving yourself. It's literally how people treat you. They push you to the side. They try to, you know, make you look bad or whatever the case may be. They don't support you. You can start a business. People won't support you, but they'll support somebody who looks like Cardi B, or even me. I used to rap, but I pretty much stopped because, you know, I'm not going to get pushed out, or, you know, they'll say you don't have the look, even though I do have the look. I'm just not light skinned. You feel me? So it's just, I don't really just hate Cardi B, but I'd rather see a black woman in a hip hop dominant space making the money. It's not that I have nothing against her or Mexicans, but Mexican people and Dominican, they have to promote their culture. They have to make money off their culture. You feel me? Like, stop coming over here and trying to make money off our men, off our culture, and then turn right around and talk about us. Like, it's foul.
All right. I got you, Coco. I definitely agree with the stuff that you said too, you guys. I've been going live now, you guys, as I'm looking here. I'm almost at the 2 hour mark. Somebody said Cardi B isn't light skinned. I mean, I've heard people address her as such, but I do believe that the term light skin should only be used because that's what it was used for. Monoracial black people, not biracial people, not multiracial people, not non-black people. It was meant for lighter skinned monoracial black people. So I do understand what you mean when you say that Cardi B isn't light skinned, but you know, she's white skinned because she has a lot of European Spaniard lineage, and that's the reason why she's so pale. And if y'all look at any pictures of her without makeup, without a tan, she is very pale, like a white person, because that is where the majority of her DNA and lineage is coming from, European Spaniards. But I do understand what y'all saying. I do. But I think people might even just do it absentmindedly. I don't think they mean anything by it. I just think that, you know, now that there's so many doggone raccoons that have allowed non-black people and also biracial people to come in and co-opt so many different things, that now light skin is really kind of being co-opted at this point, you know. But if you are a black person that like is really a stickler for the verbiage and stuff like that, like I am, and like the person that just said it in the comments, then you know what's up. But Yeah, I don't even, I used to check people for that, but I don't even do it no more because it's so many black people that have allowed, um, it's so many black people that have allowed non-black people and biracial people as well come in and muddy the lines and color the lines and make everything muted up and stuff that now it's just like, you know, the same when it comes to Hispanic people using the N-word. Like I've seen so many videos I saw a video of a Hispanic dude get knocked out and it was none but Hispanic people around and all of them using the N-word. I'm like, the fact that black people have made y'all feel comfortable is crazy.
I,
But, you know,
I've literally had a debate, I kid you not, and it hurt my soul, with 5 black men all defending this very white Hispanic man, just blowing out, just saying it with every word. And I literally went toe to toe with them, and all of them were defending it. When I tell y'all, we are doomed. It's sad.
yeah, I agree. I mean, and my thing is that, you know, like I said, I was talking about black women and their acceptance of like Cardi B and Evelyn Lozada and all of those. But black men were the first line that allow all of this disrespect and violations of black culture, all of it. That black men were the first line of defense, you
And
know,
black
and
women accept it because they want the crumbs. They just want the crumbs that
uh-huh.
fall down from it, you
Yep.
know, and be deemed like they're not bitter or jealous. This has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with right and wrong.
I totally agree with you. I think that's the perfectly said because that's exactly what happened. And I always felt like, and I think I might have said this earlier, that black women wanted to accept non-black women in and call them black, like the Erica Menas and the Cardi B's and the Evelyn Zadas. They want to do that because they want to somehow feel like they're the preference too. And the only way they can feel that way is if they accept these women as black, even though they're not. Like, that's crazy. You're still not going to be the preference whether you let these non-black women come in and overstep. It doesn't matter. You're still not going to be looked at it at that way.
And
With, you know.
I'm so sorry, and I promise you I'll win, but I'll never forget this one time. This like light skinned kid, he put like this camera on me, and it made me look light skinned. And he was like, "Oh, you'll look bad as hell if you was a light skin." And I literally like, you dumb as hell. Excuse me. I was like, you so dumb. And he didn't even understand. He was like, why? Why would you say that? And I'm like, you mean to tell me you're so brainwashed that my skin got lighter and somehow that became better to you, but my features stayed the exact same. And that became better. You don't see how programmed you are? And people don't realize like how programmed they are, that when they see light, they see right. And when they see dark, they see bad. Like, y'all are literally brainwashed. And you think that it's okay that we just accept that we're supposed to just turn a blind eye when we see it?
I mean, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, you guys. I mean, I think all of you guys made great points. I think, Lyrex, did you have something to say, sis?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, well, you guys, I'm gonna end the live, y'all, because I'm getting up here now and I'm at 2 hours or whatever, or about to be. I'm like 7 minutes shy of it. So I'm gonna end the live because I got some things to do today. I gotta edit some videos and stuff. So I appreciate all of you guys for coming up here. Miss Calandra for coming up. Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you, Chalotan, for coming up. Appreciate Miss You for coming up. Miss Yada, appreciate you as well, sis. Also appreciate Lyrex for coming up as well. You guys all had made great points and had great perspectives. And also thanks to the ladies in the chat as well. Miss Noemily, appreciate you. Appreciate Miss Whitney, Miss Get 'em Girl. Let's see if I can find some more people that were comment a lot here today. I did not even let me see all the people that was in the live, so sorry about that. It's acting up today. But appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Miss Aries. Appreciate all of the ladies that were in the chat too. Well, Miss Jazzy Ray too. Appreciate all of you guys and love y'all. And I hope that y'all have a great and productive week. And I'll see y'all later. All right. Love y'all.
All
And if
right.
you're
Have a
black.
good one.
Oh, you too. And
Bye.
I forgot to say one thing though. Oh, hey, Kills the Great. Just forgot to say one thing though. If you're a black woman, understand that you are the freaking blueprint. You are the top of the top. Even if nobody acknowledges it, just make sure that when you look in that mirror and you see those eyes staring back at you, You know that you are all of that and then some, and you know that you are the girl, that you are the girl that all of these others want to be, okay? Because that is a fact, baby. Love y'all.
Bye.